Project 2 Modeling of Mask Roller Press. Task 1 Modeling of the upper cover. Lecturer, Chen Xiaoyun. Hello, everyone. In this lesson, we will continue our study of the modeling of the upper cover of the mask roller press. In the last lesson, we have completed the task of the modeling of the upper cover in part 1. So in this lesson, let's open the UG software, continue to maintain the spirit of learning precision, diligence, standardization, and innovation, to complete the task of the modeling of the upper cover in part 2. Let's look at the drawings again. The lower left view of the drawing shows that there are 2 slots in the upper and lower parts. We also create these grooves through stretching and difference. Hide the previous sketches first. Then zoom in on the blueprint. Contrast the lower left view. Select Sketch. Sketch drawing plane is XZ plane. Select XZ plane. Click on OK. Straighten. According to the drawing, this is a rectangular slot. Select rectangle and the drawing method is by 2 points. First, draw the approximate shape of the rectangle. The top slot is roughly from here to here. The top 2 slots are symmetrical. We mark the dimensions. Rapid dimension. The length of the rectangle is 155. From here the length is 155. This line is then aligned to the midpoint relative to the origin line. Constrain it. Look again at the size of the top line, and the distance from the bottom is 8. Mark the dimensions. Measures 8 from top to bottom. This is the lower slot position dimension. The line above turns green. It indicates its location is restricted. The position of this line at the bottom of the rectangle is larger than the base shape. Then mark the size of the rectangle above the dimension of this small slot. The drawing shows the dimensions of both sides of the slot. First, get the other side slot by mirror curve. Click on mirror curve. Change the curve to connected curve. The mirror center line is the center axis of the y-axis. First, figure out the location and shape of the other slot. Then mark the dimensions of these 2 slots by observing the drawings. The dimensions of the inside side of the 2 grooves are 151. 151. From this line to this line, the dimension is 151. The width of the slot is 4. Let's mark the dimension here is 4. Look at the depth dimensions in the drawing. Here the depth dimension is 4.5. That is, the position from this line to this line is 4.5. At this point, the dimension required for the sketch has been completely constrained. The line at the top goes beyond the solid part. The sketch has been completed. Click on Finish Sketch. Use Extrude. In Select Curve, select the method of Automatically Judge Curve. Select the sketch just drawn. Then select where you started, until next. Also select Until Next for End. Select Differentiation for Boolean, if unsuccessful, so we can take a symmetrical approach. Choose a symmetrical approach. Pull the arrow out. Cover the hole. Select Subtract for Boolean, then click on OK. So at this point, these upper and lower grooves are completed. Hide the sketch. Next we will draw the boss on the top. Boss can also use extrude. Observe the drawing. The location of the boss is from the bottom up. That's 19 in total. The total length is 19. Form the boss. So we click on Sketch. Draw the plane. Select starting from the bottom surface. The bottom surface of the boss starts here. Start here. Click on OK. Then draw a circle. We cannot find the center of the figure in this sketch. At this point, you can first draw the shape of the circle. Label its dimension. The dimension is 25. Mark the position of the center of the circle. Select the center of the circle. Select the axis and put the mouse down a bit longer. Select X-axis when 3 dots appear. Place the center of the circle on the X-axis. Also, choose the center of the circle again and put it for a long time. Select Y-axis when 3 small dots appear. Let the point fall on the Y-axis. At this point, the boss circle sketch has been completed. And then by extrude. This boss grows from the bottom. Extrude. Select the circle just now. Reverse direction. The dimension is 19. Select Unite for Boolean. Click on OK. The boss is completed. And then on this boss, we can perform some detailed feature operations. There are bevels around the boss. Click on Chamfer. Change the distance to 1. Select the side to complete the chamfer. The top of the boss has an M10 threaded hole. Select Threaded in Hole. Click on Hole. In Type, select the threaded hole here. Then specify the location of the point. We can light the center of the arc in the selection bar. Directly capture the center of the arc. Then the size of the thread hole is M10. Options are by default. Right-handed, choose Through Body for depth limit. Choose Full for depth type. Click on OK. Plot this threaded hole. Take another look at the drawings. There are still 2 small holes on the periphery and 4 countersunk holes on the side that have not been made. Also select Hole. First, do the 2 small holes in the middle. Select General Hole for type. Select Simple for form here. Select the top surface of the hole at the location of the specified point. Click on this surface. Enter the sketch module. Let's first find out where the center of these 2 holes is. By Mirror Curve. Select the original point. Select the Y-axis for the center line. Click on OK. Then mark the position of this hole. Select the center point of the hole. Then select the X-axis. Point on curve. Then the size of the center of the 2 holes is 171. Click Rapid Dimension. The dimensions of these 2 points are 171. OK. Finish the sketch after the point position limited. Take another look at the size of the hole. The size of the hole here is 2 times phi 8. Then the diameter should be changed to 8. Choose Through Body for depth limit. Click on OK. These 2 simple holes have been completed. 4 counterbore holes remain. Click on Hole. And then, the forming method is selected as the counterbore hole. Look at the size of the counterbore hole. For countersunk holes, phi 10. The top diameter is 10. The depth is 10. The diameter is 6.6. We choose here one after the other. Then specify the location of the point. Select the placement surface of the hole. Select the position of the top. Click on here. Also through mirroring, first get the position of the other holes. Find mirror curve. Select the point to be the curve to be mirrored. Select centerline y-axis as the central axis. Click on Apply to get another point of it. With the same action, select these 2 points above. The centerline is x-axis. Get these 2 points underneath. Then mark the size of these holes. Location of the center. Let's take a look. The height direction on both sides here is 77.5. Click on Rapid Dimension. The distance from here to here is 77.5. The position on both ends is 171. From this point to this point, the distance between the two ends is 171. The position of the hole has been completely constrained. Once completed, click OK here. Complete the creation of the counterbore hole. Let's take another look at the drawing. There's still some operations of edge blends, and chamfers is not done. So let's click on Edge Blend first. The drawing indicates that the default fillet size is R4, without note of the rounding. The position of the edge, from here, and the 4 edges opposite it. Perform the edge blend operation. And then look at the drawing. There is a C4 chamfer on the side. Click on Chamfer. Change the distance to 4. Select the side edges. This edge, as well as this edge, and this edge. Click on OK. Complete the operation of chamfer. Lastly, let's take a look at the top edge. It has a C3 bevel. Find the top edge. Click on chamfer. Change the distance to 3. Select the top. This line, this line, this line, and these 3 lines on this side. Perform the operation of chamfer. Click on OK. And then in View here, click on Display and Hide. Hide all sketches. Hide all coordinates. The modeling of upper cover has now been completed. In this class, we have finished the task of the modeling of the upper cover in Part 2. Have you learned? Please answer the following questions. This is the end of this lesson. Thank you.